Hello, Entrepreneurs!
Welcome to our first podcast. My name is Rachel and I'm here with the rest of the Entrepreneur team. I'm the head of web development and I've had a lot of experience with graphic design and enjoy doing it as a hobby.
My name is also Rachel. I am the Director of Marketing Strategy, and my job in the Entreprenerds team is to promote our resources and make everyone aware of them.
I'm Aileen at Entreprenerds. I'm a editor-in-chief, so pretty much I put out content and testimonies and different stories and learning tools that hopefully help you guys develop your own marketing strategies.
Hi, I'm Naomi and I'm the Chief Analytics Officer. My experience is mostly around the best practices for social media campaign structure and optimization techniques.
Today, we're going to discuss how companies have responded to the Covid-19 virus. As a team, we're making adjustments to the way we produce and deliver content, such as this podcast. We're currently recording this remotely because we can't meet in person.
So before we begin, we hope everyone is safe and practicing social distancing and really playing their part in flattening the curve. #flat the curve. We've been self-isolating and studying from home for a couple of weeks now. And, a couple of us came with a few ideas of how to de-stress. So firstly, it's really important, we think, to have a good night's sleep. We think it really helps you stay focused. Another thing is to have a morning routine, right? So it's not about diving straight into work. It's really about giving time for your brain to shift and separate the home to work mode. Next, a really helpful tip is to write a to-do list, big tasks so you feel a sense of accomplishment and motivation. And of course, if your phone is the main source of distraction, well, throw it out the window.
Okay, cool. Let's get started.
Yay, so exciting. Today, we'll be discussing recent marketing campaigns that we've seen as businesses try to tackle today's tumultuous climate, i.e. the COVID-19 pandemic. Usually, marketing campaigns are set months or weeks ahead, but during this time, businesses need to act fast and adapt their marketing materials. We're going to start the podcast with some ways we've seen businesses respond and some recommendations.
I know that during this time, I've been sent a lot of email newsletters such as Australia Post, Bondi Pizza, ASOS, and all these companies are kind of letting me know how they're changing their practices. And I think this is a great idea because I like to know that their services are still safe. What do you guys think?
I think it's actually a really great idea. I think it lets your current consumers really be aware of what's happening, and it shows that you're looking out for them, that even in times where they're not going to be purchasing as much and they're not going to be engaging with your brand, it's really important that you're still investing in them. You're taking action to ensure that whatever is happening, you're tailoring your response. So I think that's actually a really, really good tip. I've seen is companies investing in current customers to purchase more things. So for example, like David Jones, they've lowered the free shipping threshold from $100 to $50. And I know that there are heaps of other companies like, Mecca, Sephora, really providing, free shipping and other services that will really shoulder the burden of these tough times.
Yes, I totally agree with that, Aileen. There's also a retail company called Glassons, which I'm a huge fan of.
I love their stuff.
Yeah, I know, right? They've actually changed their free shipping policy to if you have an order over $30, then you'll get free shipping, which really shows that they are really engaging with their customers and putting their needs first, even in this uncertain climate. We also have a 14-day grace period for returns since it's a lot harder for people to go out. Even just at the post office, it's really hard to just go out and do your daily routine. So it's good that they've extended the time periods to accommodate for their customers' lifestyles.
That's a really good example, Rachel. It does make me question, though, if they can afford it, because all these companies need to kind of expand their budget to make up for it, and people are also purchasing less. So I wonder what the impacts of this are going to be in the future.
Exactly.
Especially for, our small business owners out there. These are quite large companies that we're talking about, but for small companies, decreasing their, prices like that could definitely be detrimental to their business. So What do you guys think about that?
That's a really interesting point to relate it to the small businesses, and I guess we'll just have to wait and find out.
And I think it's a really good opportunity for companies to kind of hone in on that corporate social responsibility aspect, and even about donating their proceeds to help others is a good way to kind of gain goodwill and gain a good reputation for their company, which is, I guess, one of the few benefits of this situation.
I think talking about corporate social responsibility is such a huge thing nowadays because consumers really love that. So I know some companies are donating food money to food banks, producing hand sanitizers, which I know a huge company, Louis Vuitton, has kind of done.
That's a really great example, Rachel. I'll definitely check out that. You may have seen this in the media, but many companies are offering extended trials of their services. This way they can show the community that they care and that they engage with new customers and potentially receive free publicity. Many companies that are doing this are in education of some sorts, like Scholastic, who are offering free online courses, and I might be butchering the pronunciation, but Scribed are offering free access to their online library for 30 days.
You've done a better job pronouncing it than I would have. I know I have lots of uni resources that are on those websites, so I'm probably going to take advantage of these 30 days.
Sounds great.
Yeah, I've also seen a lot of Instagram ads for like small clothing companies sending out free stuff. Like you only have to pay for shipping and you don't have to pay for the actual product itself. So I think that's a really good way to get people started on your products during a time like this. And then once people actually experience your product, then they can come back and purchase more, I guess.
It's a good idea since people can't really physically visit stores right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Others are conducting special online events to keep customers engaged, such as Mecca, a cosmetics and beauty company, who has replaced their face-to-face consultations or in-store advice with Mecca Live, which is a 24-hour live stream about new beauty trends. I found that a lot of influencers and celebrities are doing this as well on their social media platforms and also just trying to promote helping other people.
I've seen Shawn Mendes and is it Camille? Yeah, they did a little singing thing, and I think that's almost marketing for themselves as well.
Yeah, exactly, because it shows that they are sensitive to the subject and that they know that that by doing that they'll kind of like make their younger audience stay at home as well.
Yeah, to get the message across.
I've seen so many like live TikTok events. It's probably a bit young for my age, but there are a lot of celebrities on there promoting products, like, and it seems very natural.
Yeah, I think it's even smaller businesses are starting to jump on TikTok because it's such a time where no one's really doing anything, so why not pick up a new skill and market on a new platform?
I also saw a recent article where it said that influencers are actually losing their income because the products and the companies that would normally sponsor them aren't getting customers.
Oh, that's a good point. I hadn't thought about that.
Also for like small, if you entrepreneurs have entrepreneurs, have, you know, small businesses or even like events that you don't really get to, I guess, promote anymore, or services, for example, yoga studios and things like that. You can again take advantage of the online streaming platforms such as Zoom, which is what we're kind of, you know, doing right now, or for other consultations using like Google Hangouts and other software.
And as we are all now experiencing, working from home can be a bit stressful, and we are basically on the brink of insanity, but we've collated a few tips for you entrepreneurs at home to stay productive and slightly less insane. So firstly, reset your expectations. You might already be doing this if you've been working from home already as an entrepreneur, but not in this kind of environment where we are forced to be at home. So try to make a separate office area, which is separate from your living space, so you can focus on your tasks at hand.
Yeah, so those are really great tips. I think another one is staying in regular touch. So research proves that shorter communication cycle times are more effective in building and sustaining morale and engagement. Since you won't be seeing your fellow entrepreneurs in person, perhaps you could check in with each other through a video call. There are a lot of platforms that you could use, such as Zoom, which we've been using a lot recently, Skype and Google Hangouts. So yeah, supporting each other will lessen emotional isolation and promote productivity.
And finally, a really simple tip is update even if there is no update, because uncertainty fuels anxiety. I know as a team, we've been updating each other on how the content producing is going, whereabouts we're up to that. Okay.
No, that was good.
So that's all for today.
Thanks for coming. Come back next Saturday for a new podcast where we will have a new topic to discuss about.
Bye, Entreprenerds.
Bye.
Love you, nerds.